Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve MCFC. Manchester City travel to Everton on Sunday. Tough fixture. Premier League, not many games left now. Every game, we've got to win. A lot of Blues falling for the hype, the Arsenal hype. All I've seen is the Arsenal fans. Sean Dyche is coming. Everton's going to do this. Everton's going to do that. All that usual nonsense while we're sitting here on a 21-game undefeated run. Just drew with Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. Beat Liverpool 4-1. Beat Arsenal 4-1. Apparently, David Moyes was coming to do us. Got dealt with. Sam Allardyce was coming back to do us. He got dealt with. But all of a sudden, Sean Dyche, Everton, near the bottom of the league, are going to apparently derail Manchester City's title hopes. I'm sorry to say I don't think it's going to happen, lads. I think Pep's going to have some tough decisions to make this weekend. I do, with Real Madrid game coming up. Massive game in our history. We made no subs the other night in the Bernabeu. So I fully expect maybe Rico Lewis to play. Maybe a Foden, Mahrez, Alvarez, Laporte. I expect them to play against Everton. And we're not talking rubbish players here, boys and girls. They're great players. And this is the time of year where we just got to trust Pep. We've got to trust our squad. We've got to trust the fitness and the medical team. We've got to trust everybody to get it right. We've got a lot of games coming thick and fast. We know that. You know what I mean? The Premier League title is on the line. We've got ourselves back in the title race. We were 8 points behind. Apparently, it was a one-horse race. We were chasing them down. Every hurdle they came across, they jumped it. We were Man City. We wasn't built like them. Remember, wasn't built like them. But here we are, top of the league, with a game in hand. So we're in a great position. We just got to go to Goodison. We've got to get the job done. It's one game at a time. I keep saying it when I come out of the ground. One game at a time. That's all we're thinking about. Not the Champions League Wednesday, not the FA Cup final. One game at a time. Keep moving forward. Keep doing what we're doing. I mean, it's always a panicky situation when we've got to rest players. But the Real Madrid game is massive. Kyle Walker, massive against Vinicius Jr. Is he going to risk him against Everton? I don't think so. Ruben Diaz, does he give him a rest and put in Laporte? Erling Haaland, our number 9. Does he risk him against Everton? Does he play Alvarez? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know that Everton are fighting for their lives, and when you go to these grounds and these teams are fighting for their lives, it's tough. They've got nothing to lose. They've got to go for it. They need points. Is that going to open up into our hands? Maybe. Will Everton come gung-ho and get caught out? I hope so. We've had a tough couple of games there last few times. We had the Rodri handball there, the hand of Rod that they all keep moaning about. That happened there. Will I look run out at Everton? I don't know. I fully believe that we get the job done. I think we're playing really, really well. We did look tired a little bit in Madrid, but I mean, come on, it's Real Madrid, Bernabeu. It's fucking 32 degrees it was in Madrid that day. The lads are bound to be knackered. They've got one game every 3 days at the minute, coming thick and fast. I'd be tempted to play Mahrez. I'd maybe give Grealish a rest and play Foden. I'd be tempted to stick with Haaland. Give him a game, keep him fit. Midfield, Calvin Phillips can't be trusted. These are the games where Calvin Phillips should be stepping up, giving Rodri a break, coming in that midfield against Everton and bossing it. I don't think Pep trusts him enough to do it. I'd like to see Calvin in there, but it's a risk. If he comes in there and he stinks the gaff out and we drop points, the fans are going to get on his case. So, that's just down to his own, the way he's been this season, to be fair. So I don't think Phillips will play. the defence, Ruben Diaz, is important to what we do. Does Laporte come in for Diaz? Akanji's playing a lot of football. Is he ready enough to step in? Gomez, left back, not for me. There's a few decisions that have to be made. I don't know what you guys think in the comments. Leave the comments below. Would you change the side? Is Ake going to be fit? Does he need minutes before Madrid? I don't know. It's a tough one. Do we play Alvarez behind Haaland? Do we give Kevin a break? But I find when Kevin doesn't play, I find that Haaland link-up's it's not quite the same. So, it's a tough one, Blues. I don't know. I know that we're on fantastic form in the league. We've got ourselves in a great position. And I know that Everton's going to be tough. Sean Dyche, 5-1 against Brighton at Brighton. Now, nobody expected that. But when you're fighting for your lives, these things happen. I think Brighton probably thought they were going to coast it. Everton just outfought them, outworked them. And that's one thing you get with a Sean Dyche team. You're always going to get a bit of fight and a bit of pride. You might not get the best quality football, but you get football that gets the job done. And I think they're in a good position now. They're probably writing the City game off in their heads, thinking Man City will come here and beat us. They've got the points at Brighton. They're going to have confidence. And I'm expecting a tough game. Goodison, tight ground, but we've just got to relax. Everybody relax. It's Everton. It's Sean Dyche. No disrespect. I heard this. Oh, Liverpool at home, you're going to drop points. Arsenal at home, you're going to drop points. West Ham at home, you're going to drop points. Leeds at home, you're going to drop points. Leicester are fighting for their lives. You're going to drop points. I've heard it all, and it's not happening. So just relax, and let's see how it plays out. But it will be interesting to see what team he goes with. With one eye on Madrid, I do get that. This is the part of the season last year where we were patching each other up. Laporte was getting injections. Fernandinho was going right back, left back. John Stones was all over the place. This is where we went to Wolves, I think, and people were panicking about it, saying, "Oh, Wolves," and De Bruyne scored 4, and we absolutely flattened them. So I think it's just a case of trusting the manager, trusting Pep, trusting his team. We've all got to go there on Sunday, get behind the boys. If we win on Sunday, it's massive. It's massive then. There's 3 games left. We've got Chelsea at home, Brighton away, and Brentford away to win the Premier League. We'll be 4 points clear. It's looking good, man. This is how big it is on Sunday. And then we've got an even bigger one on the Wednesday. So it don't get bigger than this. This is what you dream about as a kid when you're supporting Man City. We could be just going through a phase now at the end of the season, just going through relegation or petering out mid-table. No, we're in every competition. We're fighting for it. You know what I mean? We're fighting for this. FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League. We're fighting on all fronts. And it's exciting. But I want to know your starting lineups in the comments below. Let me know what you would go to Everton and choose this weekend, because I can't pick the team. I honestly can't. I think we've got to get there, get behind the boys, and we all tee it up for this Wednesday night. The Premier League relegation battle at the bottom is mad. It's absolutely mad. I can't call it. I'm looking at the table and I'm thinking, one minute I think, oh yeah, they're down, and then bang, they pull a result out. And, it's just that business end of the season throws up these results. This is why Arsenal can't rest on their laurels as well. Arsenal can underestimate Brighton all you want. You can think, oh, Everton have just flopped Brighton with 5. We'll do them. You go in with that attitude, next minute Brighton, they're fuming all week. Their gaffer would have had them in because of that display. You never know. So it's all right, the Arsenal fans saying we want Sean Dyche to do us a favour. You said that the other week and it didn't happen, and then you drew 3 games and got beat off us. So be careful what you wish for. And like I said, scared of the shark. A couple of inflatable sharks were out in Madrid. A couple of Arsenal fans getting rattled by them. You know what I mean? You're getting too giddy and all that. I'm not getting too giddy. I'm just confident in the Sharks. That's why I said it in January, that there's blood in the water and there's a big blue shark behind you. Well, the big blue shark's now in front of you. So what are you going to do about it? That's all I'm saying. How have you come to this? How was you 8 points clear and you've slipped off? Now you're the underdogs, the plucky underdogs. You've been on top of the league for 250 days, but all of a sudden you're the underdogs now. You know what I mean? It's not a one-horse race anymore. You know, you're not built different anymore. All of a sudden, we're Man City, they're a machine, they're this, that, and the other. But a few weeks ago, we wasn't. It was a financial abomination. We wasn't built like Arsenal. We don't have what you have, belief. That's all the shit I heard on AFTV. Now all of a sudden it's very quiet. It's very calm. Everybody, because you just beat Newcastle. You know, you think, you know, you're back in it. But listen, we'll see. We'll see. But listen, Blues, that's a quick 10-minute little preview. We've got to keep it tight. We've got to keep switched on. We can't let it slip. We can't let it go. In my opinion, there's enough quality on that bench of Man City who've been moaning they haven't got games, who can step it up and get us over the line. Emerick Laporte, again, midweek, didn't clap the away supporters, walks off the pitch sulking. You know, if you want to leave, leave. But you're in this team for a reason. You're on the verge of maybe winning 3 trophies. So knuckle down now for a month and become a part of history and leave on a high. Or you can carry on sulking and walking around like you've had your fucking ass slapped. So it's up to you, Laporte. But for me, I'd get behind this squad and get involved in this team. You know what I mean? Rico Lewis came in the other week. I think it was against Leeds. It was absolutely fantastic. Can he do it against Everton? Why not? I think they're going to go hard in midfield. They've got Decore. They've got Idrissa Gueye. They've got Onana. They've got solid, big, athletic lads in the middle. They're going to try and win that battle in there. I think we've got to make sure that battle is strong. Will Calvin get a run out with Rodri in there? Don't know. Bernardo in there for his energy? Not sure. But listen, we'll see on Sunday. So leave your predicted lineups in the comments. Thanks again for sharing, subscribing my video. So Manchester City versus Everton on Sunday. I'm going to go for Everton 0, Manchester City 2. Come on, City.